Bishop T.D. Jakes, Sr., born on June 9, 1957, in South Charleston, West Virginia, to father businessman and entrepreneur Ernest, Sr., and mother educator Odith. Being youngest of 3 children, Jakes in their homeland he was known as the Bible Boy. Although his slight lisp, he wouldn't imagine he will one day be a renowned preacher. When Jakes was around 10 years old, his dad developed kidney failure. Jakes, together with the mother, cared for him until his death in 1973. In 1976, Jakes preached his first sermon, and in 1979 officially ordained. While preaching as a guest preacher, he met his wife Sarita and Jameson at her neighborhood church. Eventually, in 1980, the two were married at the age of 23. Jakes founded the Temple of Faith Church in Montgomery, West Virginia, with only 10 members. To keep his ministry afloat, Jakes worked simultaneously at the Union Carbide. In 1985, Jakes was awarded a bachelor's degree in Bible Studies at Friends International Christian University. He got his master's degree in Biblical Studies in 1990 and his doctorate in 1995. In 1987, Jakes was ordained into the bishopric, and in 1992, he preached about pain women go through, a sermon titled "Woman, Thou Art Loosed." The following year, on Trinity Broadcasting Network, Jakes launched a weekly television broadcast, propelling himself into the world of televangelism. In 1994, he started his weekly broadcasts on Black Entertainment Television, and in 1994 still, in his plan to motivate men, he initiated the first Manpower Conference, a conference that programmed to talk about on matters of relational and community roles. In 1996, moved his family and 50 other church workers to Dallas and started the Potter's House. The Potter's House features a 5,000-seat auditorium as well as offices for employees and staff. The Potter's House has invested more than $500,000 into evangelical and practical outreach efforts to prison inmates around the world, and recently presented to UNICEF the largest donation for tsunami relief by any faith-based organization. Bishop Jakes is involved in continuing efforts to provide rural African tribes with clean, safe water resources. The first church sermon attracted more than 2,000 people, and since then, the membership has risen to an excess of 30,000 people. In 1998, Jakes has also founded the Metroplex Economic Development Corporation, MEDC, and established Clay Academy in the heart of Capella Park, a mixed-use, new urbanism community. In the year 2000, Jakes is rated in one of PBS Religion and Ethics Newsweeklies as top 10 religious leaders. Jakes is also recognized in the Black Americans of Achievement series and the Encyclopedia of African American Christian Heritage, and considered in the Who's Who among African Americans. In 2000, Jakes was the keynote speaker at the annual conferences of the National Council of Black Mayors, the National Black Police Association, and the 2000 Congressional Black Caucus. In 2001, Jakes was distinguished by Time magazine and CNN as America's Best Preacher, and the following year, also named Top 100 Powers That Be. By Savoy magazine in 2009, he was asked to deliver a sermon at historic presidential inauguration by President Barack Obama. Bishop Jakes has spent over 30 years in the ministry. He has authored more than 20 books and won a Grammy Award as Gospel Musician at 46th Grammy Awards. Currently, Bishop Jakes lives in Dallas with his wife, Sarita. They have 5 children and 2 grandchildren. However, Jakes was converted and ordained within Oneness Pentecostalism, he revealed while in an interview with Mark Driscoll in 2012, supports the Trinity. Jakes has made appearances on Good Morning America and Dr. Phil as an advocate of sexual abstinence. In 2015, however, Jakes stated that his words were misinterpreted, that he supports same-sex marriage. Although he does not support same-sex marriage, he respects the rights that this country. In 2005, Jakes, together with former President George W. Bush, visited the areas devastated by Hurricane Katrina. PBS program African American Lives. Jakes, through his DNA analysis, his Y chromosome showed that he is descended from the Igbo people of Nigeria. However, his family history has suggested that he is also descended from them through his grandmother. In December, a TikTok user MYEI$high posting video on Diddy and TD Jakes went viral, and an ex-user at Tribbles brought up the claim about TD owning the Shade Room. This clip contained audio message submitted by Cassie Ventura posted by MYEI$high was submitted to the FBI as a piece of evidence against Diddy and his supposed crimes. And the evidence submitted is reported to have included several tapes of the parties where women were allegedly *Zuli assaulted by him and other men. MYEI$high went on to claim that an email in the evidence also brought further allegations against Jakes, who is considered a close friend to Diddy and was also the pastor who officiated Kim Porter's burial. Further, the TikTok user played an audio clip of a mysterious man alleging TD Jakes used to attend the parties held by Diddy, where they exploited young men by sleeping with them. While these claims have made the rounds on the internet, ex-user at Tribbles wrote it is not surprising that the 66-year-old preacher was at Diddy's parties since he and his family run the Shade.